Just a second. So I'm just going to bring in some of the values here, but before that, I'm making sure I'm going live in all the platforms. So I should be going live here. Yeah, that's amazing. So I'm going to ask you to start with this. Most people think staying where they are is safe. But I'm going to ask you here, have you ever stopped and asked, what is it really costing you? And not in terms of money alone, but also in terms of your freedom and having time with your family and also making use of the opportunities. What is it really costing you? Have you ever asked yourself that? Because the cost of not taking action is okay, but people don't understand and realize what it is actually really stealing from them. So that's what I'm going to forward in front of you. So I have some notes here because I don't want to go away from what I'm about to deliver the values to you. So what is a silent thief? What's the inaction is really going to cost you? What is it actually really stealing from you? Because most of them think about the upfront action or the decision or the investment that is, I think, that they have to do about, but they don't see the lifetime cost of staying where they are and the lifetime cost of what is really stealing from them. So that is what I'm going to bring it forward in front of you. The most important valuable asset that you're losing, do you know what? It's not your materialistic things, it's not your house, it's not your gadgets, it's not the toys that you bought. That is not what you're losing here. Because whether you agreed or not, money is unlimited. Whether you agreed or not, whatever the demand the external world is showing it to you, ever the houses are, of course, are unlimited. They are bringing in unnecessary demands. Yeah. Whereas, what is so limited here? What is one of the most valuable asset that you can't control, you can't manage, you can't save? And what is that one valuable asset which is most limited here is nothing but the time. The time once lost is lost. Can you deny it? So the more and more you procrastinate in making that one decision and taking that one action by staying safe where you are, can you get back your time? Whereas most of the people don't understand that every moment they delay, you trade it for someone to make their money. You trade it for someone and to make their asset because they are buying the OTP concept, OPT, or other people's time. And you are creating their wealth, but not your wealth. And every time you procrastinate, you are delaying your own, not only in terms of financial success, but also in creating their wealth in terms of spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, and as well as financial. And you're stuck in the same cycle, waking up every single day with the same struggle, with the same paycheck, with the same amount of living between paycheck to paycheck, or living in terms of saying time is money concept, and living the same bills over and over again and again. But what you're losing is the time. So I'm going to ask yourself, how much time that you already lost just by waiting? I'm asking you, how much time that you already lost just by waiting itself? The reason why I'm asking this because most of you don't validate the time that they are wasting, and they don't validate the time that they are trading their time for money. So that's a silent thief. And the next thing is, you should understand the illusion of playing safe. See, we are all, not only you, but also me too as well. Every single one of them, most of the people are being so much indoctrinated and conditioned to play it safe. You must be safe, you must be secured, you must be comfortable. And we take it granted in such a way that we don't take any risk at all. I'm going to tell you this one. Every single one of the successful people in terms of their wealth, business, or sports, or anything, any of the wealthy people, if you take, they have taken the calculated risk at every point of their time, every point of their life. The biggest risk in life is not taking risk. And if you hesitate and procrastinate to take that calculated risk, eventually you are distancing yourself from your own success. You born here for a purpose. You born here to succeed. You are not born here to stay stuck and settle with the average mediocre life. You are not born here. Your soul is born here for a higher purpose. Get it? Not to be remain safe, secure, and comfortable as how the modern society is indoctrinating you. You are born humans, the soul of the humans, every single soul of the humans are born here to take that risk. The person who don't take risk will settle with what they have, not with what they can create. Get it? So in that case, you must not hesitate to take that calculated risk. Whereas the more you validate your fear, your doubt, your lack of confidence, and then you stay stuck with by means of overthinking, the more you stay where you are and you delay your own success, that you can do it by any means, irrespective of whatever the excuses that you have. I don't have time, I don't have money, I have this, that one did that, this one did that. Whatever the excuses that you have, irrespective of it, you can create your own success by all means at any time, irrespective of your age, irrespective of the country, wherever you're from. The only problem is you have been so much conditioned to stay safe, stay secure, stay comfortable. That is what how they want you to be there. So the illusion of playing it safe is completely conditioning you to settle with average mediocre life. The longer you stay where you are, the deeper you get sink and sink and sink, get trapped. And it is not easy at all to come out of it. And by means of that, it's not only going to affect you, but also it's going to affect your generations too, to settle with the average life. And as well, what happens is you and your generations think that's what is a normal life, because people around are doing the same. People around are living with the same safe, secure, and comfortable mindset. Eventually you end up in believing that's what the life is everyone is living, and you end up in settling for the small. So at the same point of time, the third most important thing what I'm going to bring in is what your future self is watching. What are you going to do? Because your future self is watching you. So what are you going to do? Ask yourself, 5 years from now, if you ask yourself that, will I be proud of the action that I have taken in the last 5 years? Or will I be regretting for the actions that I have not taken? Because most of the people regret in such a way after 10 years or 20 or 30, 40 years, they regret in such a way, I should have done that. I would have done that. You won't understand the pain of regret by now, because you are not evidentially seeing it or not experiencing it. But I got an opportunity to work with the people above 80, 90, or 100 years old. Great. I'm so grateful for that. The reason, because being a physiotherapist, worked in aged care for nearly 10 plus years, I got an opportunity to be around with this 80, 90 plus and 100 plus people. Most of them said in such a way that I should have or I would have taken the opportunity to be with my family. And the pain of regret is not what you are underestimating is. It's way beyond, because that is internally killing them. So in that case, ask your, if you're after 5 or 10 years, if you will you be proud of the actions that you have taken or not taken, or will you be regretting for it? The freedom and success are built or created by the decisions and the actions that you are taken, you're making and taking consistently and relentlessly, not by the delay, not by procrastination at all, not by means of overthinking. If you're looking for freedom and flexibility of your life by means of achieving some sort of financial success in your life, then you must come forward. You must let go of the limiting belief. You must let go of the things what is holding you back. You must let go of the people who are holding you back or who you are stuck with. You know why? Proximity is power. You must let go. By being who you are, you have created the life of what you have now. And if you're already living with that kind of freedom and flexibility, that's amazing. Go and help and impact more and more people to achieve it. But if you have not that, if you have not achieved it yet, if you don't have the freedom in terms of finance or anywhere anything else, in terms of time, or if you don't have the flexibility, whereas if you're working like ridiculous number of hours for 8 or 10 hours or even more than 14 hours a day for someone, and if you're looking for such kind of freedom and flexibility in your life, you can't create the life by being who you are. You must change first. When you change, everything around you, when you change, even including your bank balance will also change. And for the change to come, you must let go who you are to who you can be. That is where you tend to become the person to achieve that kind of freedom and flexibility with a be, do, have mentality. Most of the people got stuck with have, do, be mentality. It means I will have the money first. If at all there's an opportunity comes in forward in front of them, they end up in putting aside their reasons. They say that I want to have freedom because I want to have financial freedom. I want to spend time with my family. I want to have this. I want to have that. I want to spend more time with my kids. That's what my ideal reasons are. They just give so many reasons. But it's all talking. So ask yourself, do your actions speak more than your words? Are you walking the talk? The reason why I'm saying this because if at all there's an opportunity comes in forward into you, are you validating your excuses or are you validating your reasons? 97% of the people, they don't understand the lifetime cost. Rather, they bring on the excuses with a have to be mentality and saying that I don't have money to do, I don't have time to do, it's not for me, I can't see myself doing like that. Because they stuck to who they are and where they are, and they believe with what they are struggling with, and they stay stuck in where they are. Get it? So rather, if you come with a be do her mentality, instead of saying I don't have time, instead of saying I don't have money, you end up in saying how can I find the time pocket, how can I make myself manage to find a time to do this, how can I make myself resourceful, how can I find this money. Get it? It's a different perspective. It's an entire change in the mindset without getting stuck in the head. You got this, what I mean to say you here. So, as I said, freedom and flexibility and successful life is not created by means of delaying or procrastination. It is all you can also create by means of coming forward and making that one decision. You're always one decision away. You're always one action away from the life that you can create. The only way to change your life is to by challenging you and taking that extraordinary action every single day. That's it. When you can do that, you can't even recognize when you can challenge yourself every single day by understanding if you stay where you are, what is the lifetime cost? And if you step up and challenge yourself every single day by ensuring that you're 1% better than yesterday, irrespective of whatever the excuses which are going around in the busyness of your life, rather than staying stuck, you will become unstoppable. You can't even recognize you after a year. So it is your choice whether you want to stay where you are or you want to wake up by understanding the lifetime cost of staying where you are to where you can be, and how many people you can impact and what you can create, the legacy you can create for your generations as well. So if you see yourself that kind of person, one thing, what you have to do, just surround yourself with that kind of people who are going with that singular focus, with that goal, with that vision, with that purpose in their life. Allies with them. You know why? As I said before, proximity is power. Be around with them. Don't be around with the people who are just looking rich and stuck with where they are. Rather, detach yourself from them. Yes, you may lose people, but you gain people who are going with that vision of creating legacy, of creating freedom, of creating flexibility for not only for you but also for your family. Go and allies with them. Find them. There are so many people like that, but not majority. Majority of the people, they just talk. Only 3% of the people walk the talk. Go and be around with them. Learn from them. Take action from them. That's it. That is a formula for life. So, with that in mind, you born to live your life to the fullest every single day with your birthright of abundance, affluence, freedom, prosperity, and happiness. With your dreams. So, live your life to the fullest every single day. We succeed together.